Welcome back to Let's Play Avernum, Escape from the Pit. Last time we mostly cleared, except for the boss, the ground floor of the Nephilim Fortress. We still have the upper floor, and we still have the basement, which may be separated in two. There were two entrances to an underground there. So before we go to Cotra, I completely blanked on the fact that back in Silvar, we never explored the area around the pylon. So we've been told the door should be open. Unfortunately, that means we lose out on the lockpicking experience, but whatever. Spiritual herbs, alchemical equipment, money. Scroll of group heal, lamp, leather bracers. 4% armor is not worth taking a hit-to-hit chance, honestly. Stone servant. The stone worker doesn't respond when you approach. Mages tend to create these constructs to do the heavy lifting for them. Once the animating wizard departs, the mindless creation is left to crumble silently away. Some kind-hearted people feel this conduct is cruel mismanagement of these creatures/objects. Agitating too loudly about this in the Empire is one good way to earn a free trip to Avernum. Half a car. So we've got the fast travel pylon there. Scroll of Radiate Ice, Healing Potion, Dried Meat, Bandage. Rest your hand on this stone obelisk. A shock of energy runs up your arm. A flickering orb of power appears in the top, slowly rotating. So now, once we find other pylons and are instructed in their use, we can fast travel to Silvar. Second order of business, I actually am glad that I did this one first. We need to go back to Fort Dovno and have some potions made. Because we've got a bunch of herbs and lichen. Mostly herbs. Sage Dew, let's see. Ooh, I can make energy potions. And that uses up all of the herbs of any combination that would lead me to potions. Let's see. Stop in at the supplier. Specific. Do you have anything I need? I have 1,500 money. I'll pick up the heal. Oh, you have multiple. I'll pick up the shielding potion. Oh, I see. The number is just kind of obscured. Yeah, these are going to be valuable eventually. Like, highly valuable. And I don't need another chainmail vest. Let's see, it was the smithy who buys things. So let's go ahead and view the junk bag real quick. Don't think there's anything I'm too concerned about keeping. Yeah. Sell all in bag, get 448 coins out of it. Oh, it even just deletes unvalued items. I'm glad I didn't put my picks and shovels in there. Alright, anyone need anything weapon-wise? You have just a crude dagger, but you don't melee often enough that I feel the need to buy anything. You have the bronze broadsword, you have the heavy iron cleaver, and the bronze short sword for the rare occasion you need to stab. I think we're good on that front. Let's just hop in the back. Don't need to take anything. Just need to get that lockpicking XP and double check on things. Wizard. Sometimes there's going to be just some junk I can pick up, but not this time. Alright. So that's the minor errands done. Oh, I had a thought with Silvar again. Because we have a boat there. Just double check that the job board doesn't repopulate once you've completed everything. No, well, I mean, I don't have the... what's it called? Picks and shovels, but... let's just kind of see what's in here. For the heck of it. The gold ring is very tempting, of course. No. No. Which one is mine? What happens if I leave? Oh. Yeah, that is how I get, like, down here. There's a human woman and a group of goblins hidden back here. A strange combination. They saw you coming and are prepared to defend themselves. They don't seem to want to fight you, though. Leave peacefully, then. Seem to be building a tunnel out of the back wall of this passage. We'll see how that goes. There were the goblin spies. Can I cross the bridge? Like, cross under the bridge? Oh. Carefully pilot your boat under the bridge. I can. I'm glad I thought of this. Find a large pile of rubble here. Not all of it is boring, worthless rock. At the base of the heap is a large, flawless quartz crystal. Take it. Gain an item, crystal. Where is it? Is it a special item? It is. A long, beautiful shard of quartz crystal. I see. Well, for now, let's just head in to, Cotra. No instant text about what I see? City Hall. Good enough first stop as anywhere? Oh. A wiry, nervous man sits behind the desk. He has long, frazzled hair and an aggressively growing bald spot. I am Paul, he mutters, and Mayor Steele's secretary. What do you need? Can I speak with the mayor? I am the secretary to his lordship, Mayor Steele. If you have some business with him, you have to go through me, but he's pretty busy with this prisoner business. You'll have better luck in the library. Where's the library? Door on the right. Not much there, mostly records. He chuckles. Who knows? You might find a magic scroll. Anything's possible. I'd like to speak with the mayor. Normally he loves to see people, however the Nephilim to the north are holding some of our men prisoner. I'd only bother him if it's really, really important. He's only been thinking about the prisoners. I'd like to know more about Cotra. You're free to wander the paths of our fair, if war-torn city. As for me, I'm busy. Excuse me. Well, he said I might find a scroll or something. And I do. A scroll of group heal. Thanks, Paul. There's a job board over here. Delivery for Formello. I was sent from the Tower of Magi portal to deliver a tome to Miles of Formello. I came to Cotra by mistake and must be going west to gain knowledge of the Slithserikai. I left the tome in the concealed chamber outside the pylon chamber. Whoever can collect the tome and deliver it to Miles will be rewarded. Thank you, Tamus. Alright, so find the pylon chamber in Cotra, grab a scroll, bring it to Fort Melon. The Slith Menace. An outpost of Slith's archive has been established on an island southwest of Cotra, uncomfortably close to the city walls. Killing the commander there will tell these creatures to keep to their own lands. The deed is done. Report to the mayor of Cotra for your reward. Message for Fort Dranlin. A sealed letter has been pinned to the board addressed to Commander Rosie, Fort Dranlin. A note below adds payment upon delivery. A small group of Nephilim has been sighted camped northwest of Cotra. They are hostile and must be driven back. The deed's done. Report to the mayor of Cotra's secretary for a bounty. Alright, seems simple enough. Warrior. You receive no response. Guard. Cotra tunnels. Sages and authorized agents of Avernum only. Elspeth's arms and armor. You see a lethal-looking woman in a leather baldric. You can see the outlines of daggers of varying sizes through her clothes. Considering the dangers of Avernum, you can understand her wanting to be well-armed. I am Elspeth, and blades and armor are my trade. And if you don't mind me saying, you look like you would know a good weapon if you saw it. Tell me about your wares. I deal in armor and weapons, and if you have any supplies you don't need, you can sell them to me. What with the lizards around, business has been very, very good. What lizards? The Slithserakai. That's what they're called. They all live to the west, and they've been warring for some time. Them and their foul king. Like we didn't have enough trouble with the Nephilim and the Nephirim. She looks back at the wide variety of weapons on the walls. Yes, it's been a two-front war. We're holding them off pretty well. Better than some. Who's the king of the Slithserakai? The beast is called Sistis. He sends the barbarian Sliths out to hunt us all. I'm told there are some Sliths to the south who don't follow Sistis, but I've never met one. What's the difference between the Nephilim and the Nephirim? Nephirim are like Nephilim, but bigger and sterile, like mules. Don't know much about them, except that they're nasty. Captured a bunch of our people the other week. She sighs and starts fingering a knife up her sleeve. We'll pay them back, mark my words. I'd like to look at the armor you're selling. Iron greaves, iron helmet, chainmail vest. $5 for $5. I mean, I am using iron bracers, which are $5 for $5. Iron gauntlets. Yeah, that's 1% armor, 1% evade chance. I'm not too fussed. %, evade, and 2% armor for another minus 5% chance to hit chance. No, thank you. What about weapons? The standard halberd, though, which is the cleaving spear, I guess. Works. Going to the Cotra boatworks. Small craft are everywhere in various stages of construction. When completed, they'll be put on logs and rolled down the water. It's very impressive. The Avernum boats are small skiffs built from the light, spongy wood of the strange fungal cavewood trees. They float well, though boating on the subterranean rivers is perilous in even the best conditions. See a heavy man with a peg leg. He wears an eye patch, but you can't help but notice he occasionally lifts it and looks at things with both eyes. When he sees you, he leans against one of his boats and adopts a confident, piratical pose. Welcome to my shop. I'm Eduardo, and I craft the ships that sail the dark and deadly underseas. Tell me about the dangers of the sea. I used to sail the underground seas, fishing and exploring, and the Sliths started attacking. Since then, business has been slow. Tell us what you know about the Sliths. We've never heard of them on the surface. Not surprising. They only exist down here. They were here when we got here. I've heard that some of them are friendly to humans, but most of them hate us. They eat us and attack our boats. That's pretty much it. Was it a Slith that took your leg? Nay, it was a sea worm. It slithered up from the depths and its sharp fangs took off the poor fellow clean. Sea worm? Aye, few believe they're real, but they are. They lurk far below, fearing the lights of the humans, but mark my words, if they ever come near the surface in numbers, no sailor will be safe, only walking for ye. This is a fine workshop. Aye, it is needed to make boats. Fine watercraft, fit to sail the seas. Well, the lakes, rivers, you know. I've got one ready to purchase. He'll look tough enough to brave the danger, matey, and a bargain at 250 coins. I don't need another boat. So I didn't shop around and lost 100 coins on it, but whatever. Dance. A young woman wanders around the courtyard preoccupied. She wears a brightly colored dress and is in a good mood. She nods to you. Good day, warrior. I'm Nance. Off from the weapon shop today and enjoying the town. I hope the weather is to your liking. She smiles. Weather? Good day to you. Enjoying the walk? Oh yes, this is my day off. Normally I trade off days with Elspeth. We own the weapon shop and run it together. Oh, then you must know Elspeth well. Nance smiles shyly. Yes, very well. On the surface, and here as well. They threw us the portal into Avernum together. Why? As I said, we are close. I don't know what the Empire's reason for sending you into Avernum was, but you have learned ours. For a moment, her cheery mood breaks, and her eyes show a cold glint of anger. Yep, got it. Homophobia in the Empire. You work in the weapon shop. Is that your normal trade? No, sadly, I prefer to work with magical crafts. However, I lack the proper materials, and the last person I knew of who tried to improvise down here met an ugly fate. Sounds interesting. Tell me about it. He tried to use an enchanted crystal to reverse the portal in Fort Avernum, used it to create a gateway back to the surface. I don't know what he was thinking. The experiment drove him nearly mad. The crystal got left behind in Fort Avernum. Where'd the enchanted crystal come from? Nobody knows. Strange blue crystals were scattered down here when the first humans arrived in Avernum. They're called wisdom crystals. When you stare deep within them, they talk to you, whisper things. Who made them? Nobody knows. I'd like to meet their makers, though. Whoever they are, they really know how to enchant crystals. What happened to the crystal? Don't know. When I met the poor fellow later, he said he left it at the base of a statue, for what little that's worth. If I'm ever back at Fort Avernum, I might look for it. Please do not walk on the plants. Jenny, there's a pregnant woman with long blonde hair behind the counter. A pungent smell comes from the pots bubbling by the fire behind her. She says, "Welcome to my shop, wanderer. I'm called Jenny, alchemist of Cotra. We have potions for sale. Not love mixtures or other such nonsense. My brews are the real item." What are you cooking up? I brew a wide variety of different potions. I'm an alchemist by trade. It's a difficult craft, as we who practice it tend to jealously guard our secrets. What sorts of potions do you make? For healing, for curing of poison? She smiles down at her large stomach. For the easing of pain? Let me know if you want to buy something. What sort of secrets are you looking for? An excellent question. The greatest mage in Avernum, or so it's told, is named Erica. It's said that she has a tower far to the west, but I know not where she... If you could locate her tower and tell me where it is, I would pay you a finder's fee. You haven't gone to see Erica yourself? Heavens, no. That's a difficult journey to begin with all the wars going on and the condition I'm in? Oh, I would be lucky to make it halfway there. No, for now I'll be content with the secrets I already know. Tell me more about Erica. I've heard many rumors, but facts are few and far between. She came down here decades ago, accompanied by many other powerful wizards from the Empire. Patrick, Solberg, Archmage Linda, that lot. She gives you an appraising gaze. You might wish to seek her out for your own reasons. Why? She has true power, and from what I've heard, true ambition. I can see in your eyes that you're the sort who wishes to do more than just rot down here. If I read you true, find Erica. Can you teach me some alchemy? She smiles apologetically. I'm afraid I don't sell my secrets. However, there is a mage visiting who mentioned having some skill in alchemy. He's been staying around the bar. His name's Koenig. You might ask him. Alright, what do you have? Healing potions, curing potions. I'll pick up sweet potions and energy potions. Shielding potion. You never know when you're gonna end up in a long haul. Expecting 3 months, I hope. Thank you for asking. I'm nervous, as you can well imagine. Motherhood is terrifying in the best of times, but here, in the underworld, she sighs. And yet, for all its misery, this is our land. If we don't have children, we have truly surrendered to the Empire. It's all thanks. Oh, this is just another guardhouse. Alright. Dark Lake Pub. We have Elizabeth. An aging, raven-haired woman tends bar. She wears a dress made of gray homespun cloth, which must chafe her terribly. Her dark hair contrasts sharply with the porcelain whiteness of her skin. She motions you free to sit at the bar. I'm Elizabeth, and this is Dark Lake Pub. If you're heading west, it's the last place to get a decent ale before the slith lands. What services can I buy? I sell food and drink, mushroom ale and decent rations. Just the thing for the road. Rations are dried meat, bowls, mushrooms. Very reasonable prices, at least. Heard any rumors which would be of benefit to adventurers? Well, not much. Actually, I have heard tales of a crypt to the north. Some merchants stumbled upon it. Nobody knows who built it or when, and nobody can find out either because the front gate is always closed. Where is this crypt? A fair way to the north, out of the eastern galleries and into the tunnels. It's in Nephil lands, which keeps the more casual treasure hunters out. Alright. See a man in flowing robes, his polished hardwood staff close at hand. He doesn't seem to appreciate your attention. He stares into his bowl of mushroom broth and pretends you aren't there. When your staring finally becomes impossible to ignore, he sighs and says, I am Koenig. What do you want? I heard you know something about alchemy. Alchemy? His dour face twists into a slight smile. Ah, you must have been speaking with Jenny. What I was saying was that a man named Cortath was just found some new interesting recipes using grain. If you're interested, last I saw him, he was in Fort Dubno. This was some time ago, however, and he said he was planning to head north, looking for some isolated cave far from his city where he could do his research. Cortath had an apprentice in the Tower of Magi. She might know where. This is going to be just a game-long quest, I'm sure. What brings you here? I'm here looking for the Crystal Cave, and I prefer to be alone at the moment. Sorry to disturb you, but what can you tell me about this cave? It's a legendary, dangerous cave filled with powerful crystals. I've heard of it from time to time, and if I knew of it, I wouldn't tell you. Now, please excuse me. He returns to his soup. Asp. A young man with cold, expressionless eyes sits well back in the corner. He's hard to make out in the shadows. He slowly looks you up and down, then he says, What do you want from Asp? What brings you to Dark Lake Pub? Just passing through. Can I speak with you? I prefer solitude. Good day. And the conversation ends. Here we have the warehouses. Pub basement. Over here. Talking statue. This is a statue of a bent old man. When you look at it closely, you see it's looking back at you. Hello, statue. Try to get the statue to respond to you, but you don't know what to say. Eventually you get frustrated and give up. Fish, pants, tunic, tools. Meat, pants, tunic. 8 coins, not worth stealing. Alright. So, with the delivery job, it mentions that it's in the pylon tunnel. So I'm going to take that as authorization to head down there. Hello, Amos. When you enter this small workshop, you see a stone pylon at the far end of the chamber. It's glowing faintly, highly charged with energy. It's so distracting that you run smack into the young apprentice walking out of the room. He's startled to see you. I'm Tamis. I don't think you should be here. Who are you? I'm Tamis, didn't I say? Why shouldn't I be here? Because the pylon, it can be dangerous. Magic. Only those who've been trained should digger with it. What does it do? It moves you around Avernum very fast. Portal magic. Maybe I shouldn't be telling you. Where can I get training? At the Tower of Magi, south. If they'll teach you. They probably won't. No offense. Goodbye. What? Oh, yes, goodbye. Walks off to the south. Chemical equipment. Alchemical equipment. Healing herbs. Hey, it's not marked as stealing. Radiate ice. Interact with that, and let's see, what exactly did... Let's see. I left the tome in the concealed chamber outside the pylon chamber. Okay, hit the button. This box is full of scrolls, notes, and ledgers sent here from the Tower of Magi. It's quite a jumble, and a lot of the papers appear to have been here for a while. The crude papyrus made in the underworld doesn't take long to crumble. You search through this stuff, looking for something that might aid you in your dangerous adventures. You don't find anything powerful, but you do find a book wrapped in a sheet of lizard skin. It's addressed to Miles of Formellum. You take it. I hit that pylon, so I can use it whenever I get the training. Alright, Cotra was remarkably peaceful within the town. No dungeon or anything. So let's go do some bounty hunting, I guess. Slith Menace is probably going to be a full-on dungeon. The Nephilim encampment northwest of Cotra. That's the Avernite camp. Wait. That's over here. Now you sell the Fine Slith Spear. Acid Shower Scroll, which is honestly tempting, but it's exorbitantly priced. I can't spare that money. Alright, let's give this another shot. Attack. Oh, I get first go. Alright. You go ahead and immediately radiate ice. And in fact, do it twice. That'll handle most of the worrisome enemies. Nice, cleave. Hit that warrior. Hit that spiritist. And it's just warriors left. Yeah, scrolls are very powerful tools, as it turns out. Let's see, fine cloaks, leather armor, cave wood bow, crude broadsword. Silver necklace, regular cloak, it's fine. You survey the wreckage of the battlefield. The Split-tailed clan has been driven from these lands. You search their camp and find several pouches of coins and semi-precious stones the Nephilim extorted from passing caravans. You'll also find a lovely curved blade in their chief's tent. Get a Nephil Warblade and 300 coins. Warblade is 1 strength, 1 dex, 10% faster fatigue recovery. And, oh, it doesn't have the cleave, though. You're getting stat sticks, I guess. Yeah, okay, dual wielding does get you both stats. That's really funny. Alright, so that should be that bounty. But unfortunately, that one is only see the secretary, not the mayor himself, herself, themselves. I don't remember. That was mentioned. Paul, you report all of your minor victory against the Nephilim. He makes a few notes on his scroll, crosses an item off a list, and gives you a pouch of coins. Another 200 coins, more XP. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and at least see if that Slithzerikai problem to the southwest is a dungeon or a simple encounter. See, there's banners there that make me think it's that fort. That was pretty obvious. In this tiny hidden cavern, you find a body in rusted armor. It's been dead for a long time. It might be human. Lying near its hand is a large crystal broken at one end. Take it. Another crystal. Another quartz crystal. Around these plants. Interesting. I don't know what that is. This island has been infested by a large colony of dangerous poisonous fungus. Do you try to clear them away? Burning fungus. Well, I'm still going to try a fiery wand, but I don't expect it to do that much against burning fungus. But I can try to clear half the encounter. It depends on how this rolls, I guess. Reasonably. No bonus shot. Oh. Nope. Not yet. Not yet. Alright, let's check out this mini fort then. It's not so many. Alright. Roads of Avernum. Next time on Let's Play Avernum Escape from the Pit, the island fort.